Wendelin now wants me to go back to the general store and look at the paintings. He wants one of a bridge and one of the Gracelands. Four Sons Dawn, 3rd Era 427. Day 171, Jubrian on Rhoda Fund Island has said she'd really like to go to Sheogoratha's realm, the Shivering Isles, but she wants to make an offering of Didra skin, a spool, some scrib cabbage and a grand soul gem, and surprise surprise, she's asked me to go and find the items. I should start with the local alchemist perhaps. I told wretched Rudy how the prince has allowed him to stay in Heather House, and how he's to have a job in the iron mine. He seemed very pleased, and asked if we could go and check out the house. As I have the key, it shouldn't be any trouble. Rudy and I have arrived inside Heather House. I should speak with him again. Rudy was impressed with the little house. I guess for him it's a big step up from the tavern doorway. He asked me to go and thank the prince also, which I should go and do next. Four Sons Dawn, 3rd Era 427. Day 171, I brought the table to Wendelin, and he gave me 100 gold pieces. I guess he appreciated my efforts. Wendelin now wants me to go back to the general store and look at the paintings.
So, welcome back to the adventures of Shiayu, and but I started to have some too frequent crashing problems, and I have to choose to remove something from my mods because I love them all, and so we have fresh news. The 4 GB game was a decent new branch of do use of address standard. So basically, able to now memory available for Morrowind, reaching I can, and so. And this is my people who love playing with MGE-XE and MWSC instead of using open Morrowind. That about the number of mods is really good in an official
welcome,
release.
Hail.
Mostly because they're available if you follow the thread about this in the dedicated Morrowind MWS this update. It's not really, it's not something more official. At least graphical, how can I say it, game mechanics and enjoyment exploring than the imperfection or some wrong, but during the dance.
What are we standing around?
I think I just went perfect on spot, but not really. Am I in this mod because this is really well-known mod, but in my opinion it is a little great mod amongst the mods done by MGE-XE, which is one of my preferred authors, although he's not very famous because he doesn't publish mods on Nexus. He has his personal little site and he usually posts his creation on DeviantArt, so it's not easy to find his mods for people not aware of these sites, but really he has several very interesting and full of quests and things to do mods. They are not super uh, how can I say it, up to date or shining about the graphics, but about playing quality and sheer number of quests and humor and things, I just love them. So I have a lot of his mod in my Morrowind World, and I have moved some of them slightly as usual to try and solve uh, some conflicts, but all in all, most of them do not require that. And this one, which I'm currently playing, is called Strange Grove, and I think it's an island. Oh, but it's not really something working very well. At least when you're in this rather from the world map. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay, here we are, and yeah, this is the island called Strange Grove, and I don't remember honestly the original location of the island, but I moved it right north of Solstein. It's not a very big island, so you can arrange it also in other places. And let me show you how to get it. Should be visible now. We go to left here. That's right here. So in the mod list, which is basically my site with a lot, not all of them, but a lot of Dark Elf guys mod showcases, especially for old mods. It's a place where you can find videos and showcases of interesting mods, and we could search for MGE-XE, which is the author, for instance. And as you can see, John Cowler, also known as MGE-XE, he has a lot of mods which have been reviewed by Dark Elf Guy, and I like very much most of them. And the one I'm currently playing is called Strange Grove, so you can find it here and check the review, and then you can check for the link. In the original position there are some conflict with the White Wolf or Locking and Alvandras mods, and that's the reason why I have moved it slightly. If you're playing also with these mods and you have conflicts, well, let me know. Maybe I will try and contact John and ask him if I can make public the release of my moved version, or just you can contact me. If there are very few people, I can just give you a link to my personal version, as long as we don't publish it on Nexus or things like that. There's no real problem. But I think John last time talked with him. He usually has no problem. He just like to know if someone is making some patch or moving some version, but he's usually fine with that. But anyway, there's a video about it, so let's look for it. It's called Strange Girl. Here it is. So we go directly on YouTube. I hope the stream is still working, because I'm doing lots of things. Streaming and looking for videos is not something my connection. But anyway, you can find the videos about it. So, and then you can find the download link if you are interested in. So that's not hard. But you probably don't find it on Nexus. You have to look for the review, and then you find a link. Let me go back to the game. Right. So we are here in this island, and I have done plenty of quests here already, but there's still plenty to do. Dark Half guy was talking about from 6 to 8 hours of time needed for the quest in this mod, so there are plenty of things to do. But let's go back. Okay, I need to set it up again, and let's see. And over there we can see source time. So I have moved it.
The Wendelin now wants me to go back to the general store and look at the paintings.
We can look
He
for
wants one of a bridge and one of the Gracelands.
Strange Grove quests, and we have this one. This one is about decorating. Oh, this is curious. It's a quest where you don't have to decorate and buy things for your house. You have to help someone else finding furniture and things to decorate their house, and you are paid for this, but it's a nice touch to have a different house to decorate this way. And then if you want, you can buy your house here in this island. Also, we have this quest about helping a poor man finding a job and house in the island. And this one is about a Sheogorath follower. I have a feeling it must be fun. We have to find some special ingredients, including some leather skin and a spool for some reason. But you know, Sheogorath is the mad god. And then we have this one. Oh, this is interesting. We have to go back to Vandenfell and track a thief. And the main quest here, which is basically in this moment trying to defend the island from Imperial invaders. Every now and then we have a fight with these Imperial troops, but let's go on with this one. No, this one. What? I don't remember. Oh, this one. helping Rudy, so we uh, talked with Rudy, and now we have to go back and thank the prince, I think. Here should be able to find the prince.
Speak freely.
It's a little dark here. Okay, that's fine.
Fund Island. I think me allowing wretched Rudy to use that house has been a bit of a blessing in disguise. It really was far too small for my romances, plus I later recalled this excellent cave area which would be much more suitable, below the lighthouse. I'm currently having it spruced up a bit to make it more appealing to the ladies. In the meantime, why don't you take this gold and get Rudy some better clothes? I can afford to be that generous anyhow. Continue. See if you can find a pair of stylish trousers at the general store, plus a sensible red shirt and some brown shoes. Once you've taken them to wretched Rudy, come and find me in the cave below the lighthouse. Now, run along, Breton. I have work to do on my new boudoir cavern. 50 gold has been added to your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section Strange Grove, helping wretched Rudy.
So, Prince Randy for the friends, and we have to have him. He's been very generous, giving to this poor man his preferred house for that he was using for loving friends, and now he's in need also of a new place. So we can help them both. So
Hail
I
and
believe
welcome,
that's
Prince Randolpher said that letting wretched Rudy use Heather House has been a blessing in disguise. He's remembered an old cave under the lighthouse which he's going to get done up for his affairs. In the meantime, he's asked me to get Rudy a sensible red shirt, stylish trousers, and brown shoes from the general store, and has given me 50 gold to do so.
I don't know if 50 gold will be enough with our basically. So let's a clock with 24 hours instead of the usual 12. It's a working clock. Oh, that this mod, while being not super advanced about the graphics, with a little of optimized to the eyes, I think. Don't remember well where it is. In the small village part of the here it is, right in front of the clock.
Ha, no, I'm just kidding. Can you believe that some of the ordinators down in Vivek speak to people like that? Makes you wonder how arrogant they are. Anyway, I'm just here to guard the shop from thieves. So if you had any thoughts about taking things without paying, you'll probably need to deal with me, if you should go ahead with your plans. Goodbye.
Are you the one known as the Nerever?
This is it, Breton. You've just stepped into one of the very few places outside of the Empire's control. The Empire. The Empire pretends at world rule, but it does not rule the world. Perhaps it is good that we Duadri come to Tamriel now and then to remind you of that.
Oh, and honestly, when I start streaming after at the same time, buttons happening in the chat, but honestly, I think that if you have some interesting questions when the on my you have some questions, I always ask answer about questions related to the video about Morrowind or things like that. So you can. Okay, so
Prince Randolpher said that
we
letting
need to
wretched
buy
Rudy
some
use Heather
special
House has been a
things.
blessing in disguise. He's remembered an old
So
cave
this
under
is
the lighthouse
easy.
which he's going to get done up for his affairs.
That's
In the
short.
meantime, he's asked me to get Rudy a sensible red shirt, stylish trousers, and brown shoes from the general store,
Okay,
and has
so
given
red
me 50
shirt
gold to do so.
and brown shoes, probably not hard to recognize, but stylish trousers.
Door. I buy and sell just
So
about
let's try
anything.
and look for stylish.
So if you can't get it elsewhere,
Ooh,
maybe
they
you can
are
get it
actually
here.
called
Please,
stylish
take a
trousers.
look around and see if anything catches your eye.
Okay, so I want to underline one thing. So as you can see, we have an exclamation mark at the end of the name of the object. And this is coming from one of my mods, which I think is criminally under evaluated, because I think it's a unique thing about mods for Morrowind, and not only for Morrowind. What this mod does is scan for your entire loading list and looking for things that are likely to be quest items. So one of the things that Morrowind is lacking compared to more recent Bethesda games is a way to track quest items and know when something is a quest item and when it's not. And this mod tries to help about this thing. Basically adding a mark to things that probably are required for some quest, or in certain cases for some containers or things like that. So it is not 100% quest items, but most of them are. So I think it can be pretty useful to avoid to sell around or drop something needed for a quest. So a simple mod, but one that really can be useful. So for instance, we now know that these stylish trousers could be something used by some quests, which are actually doing now. But imagine if you're not doing the quest right now, we could have bought these stylish trousers and then sold them to another vendor at hundreds of miles from here, and we didn't know it was a quest item. This way you can know it. The mall is called, I called it strange, with a strange name, I think. I don't remember very well. Honestly, don't remember the name. I must look for it. Keepers with the exclamation mark, which is not a casual thing, for obvious reason, because it is a symbol that I'm using by default to mark these special quest items. So basically it works like this. You can start the mod the first time you start. It will scan your loading list, and if you remove or add some mods, it should upgrade automatically if needed, and then you can see the list of items that are probably quest or container related. See the identifier, the name, and the mod where they are defined. So you can search for things, but essentially in game they will have your mark at the end of the world, so you will know about special items used in some quest or needed for some special container. Anyway, we have found the things, we now want to buy them.
Thank you. Please come again.
And then we have a pair of...
Prince Randolpher said that letting wretched Rudy use Heather House has been a blessing in disguise.
a red
He's remembered an
shirt
old cave under the lighthouse which he's
and
going.
brown shoes.
Welcome to Rotafund Island's one and only
Let's
general
look for
store.
brown.
I buy and sell just about anything.
Oh, wrong.
So if you can't get it elsewhere, maybe you can get it here.
Brown
Please,
shoes.
take a look around and see if anything catches your eye.
And the red. A sensible red shirt. Oh, and let me stop and pause, because this is an important quest lesson about making quests for Morrowind. You should always use as unique as possible names for your quest items, and you should remember to use the exact name and report them in the player journal, because this way you will make much less frustrating and easier to follow your quest, because you have always to think about the player having hundreds of quests at the same time, and your special items are impossible to remember if you don't write them in a very clear way in your journal entry. So you have to use clear names, unique names is possible, and always write them in the journal. And also you should write in the journal in a clear way who is, if there's someone special going to give the player these items, or the location where you can find them, because as player after a week cannot remember, and if you don't write in the journal, there's no way to go back and find what was needed. And this is an example of perfect names choose for some special items, because we have been able to find them just writing them here.
Thank you. Please come again.
Okay, I probably have them already. Yeah, so we have the shirt, we have the brown shoes. we should be fine. And we have also the best item, which I don't remember, was
Prince Randolpher said that letting
trousers,
wretched
stylish
Rudy
trousers. So we have everything needed for our friend. A new member of the island official residence. And the house, new house should be more or less here. Oh no, sorry. Must be in the village. Oh, the header house is right in the village. Do so, yeah, it's a little hard to remember all of them. More the
brought. And there for me, courtesy of the prince. My word, he is a generous man after all. Thank you ever so much. I feel I'm already in your debt, and now you bring me these clothes. Well, I shall do you the honor of putting them on straight away. Brown shoes has been removed from your inventory. Stylish trousers has been removed from your inventory. Sensible red shirt has been removed from your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section Strange Grove, helping wretched Rudy. Rhoda Fund Island. So, this is the inside of the house, hey? It's more than I could have hoped for. Really. It may be small compared to some, but for me, this is ideal.
And one thing that I want to underline is this mod has a lot of dialogue and is not very much dialogue for a single person or a single inhabitant of this island, but every one of them has some of it, and this dialogue is pretty well done in my opinion, and the right amount of dialogue to make them feel alive without being a wall of text or just concentrated in some of them. I like this how can I say this quantity of dialogue for the single person. And there are a lot of persons living in this little island. So okay, we done it. Let's see the journal. Greetings. As always.
I should now find the lighthouse in this cave that the prince mentioned.
Right. I'm still refining. Yeah, as you can see, there is no path grid in this house, and this always causes the movement of actors. So yeah, the mod is not perfect. It is missing some mods or useful. How can I say it? A professional boss should be done with the pathways included, because even in solving this kind of problems for companion, single path grid in a single size, it is a long task if you have to make them all, add them all to a mod. I suggest you just take it slow. A few something really useful. He's smart. Okay, I just love this animation. I think the best animation ever done for Morrowind is my. Anyway, we need to find the lighthouse and a cave. Oh, we are looking. Yeah, lighthouse tower. Already visited it. Okay, let's go there. Okay, let's go there. Okay, let's Lucan is one of the companions from the Silt Strider's Nest. One of my Strider's Nest. One of my preferred. Yeah, he's full preferred. Yeah, he's full. He has no more room to store things. So I think I will give that to every area, and maybe I could also call some other so we are plenty of companions here in our list, so I could just, well, let's try Constance. Oh, she's drunk. Follow?
Follow. Yes, sure. Xiar Yunin.
She doesn't have lots of space to carry things, but she can still help.
Sure.
Okay, she's following. Little strangely, because she's already over encumbered, I'm just using her like a beast of burden, so she can just teleport. I think Grotte.
Xiar Yunin. Haha. I probably won't call it that for my female friends, but it does have a fitting sound to it, doesn't it? Doesn't it? You've been very helpful so far to poor old wretched Rudy, and in some way to me. But if you'd like to be really helpful, we need you to find me a fine lady who's elegant, graceful, and also very sexy. So, be a good little Breton and see who's in the tavern. You take a note in your journal under section Strange Grove, a companion for the prince. Rhoda Fund Island. It's going to be quite a fun little island for the likes of me. I guess I will have to get all sensible and proper when it's my turn to be king, but you have to live while you're young. That's what I say. Get in the good stuff and the good memories. A Serbalit Ave. Thank goodness I didn't choose that place for my hideaway. I'd probably get murdered in my sleep. And that wouldn't be too good for the kingdom.
So he's a little, how can I say, head prince, but okay. Oh, this is alright. Oh, nothing, because which is done scripting with the rest of the world using Lua. And I think this is a great thing, because from Lua you can, and AWS in Lua you can also interface with old classic mods and expand their functionality in a way not conflicting with anything. I like that very much. I believe that there will be similar features also available for Open Morrowind in a short time, or they are already there, but thing is the application program interface of the different Lua version used, and they are completely a different thing, so it's a lot of work to make mods with such different versions, and I don't think there will be a lot of them ready, but we will see. Never say never. Anyway, we don't have anything to cook. Yeah, 86. By my personality, maybe some else.
Move. You want me to stay out of your way? Right-o.
Have
With. There better be some good money in this for me.
Back to do this little view, generally believable that you could swim with such big shield equipped, so but and when you are in first person view you basically have the shield. Need some feather here. Oh, I need also my potions. Right.
I don't want anything to do with Prince. I don't want anything to do with Prince Randolph's love life. Prince Randolph's love life. Thank you. If he's looking to get lucky with some willing trollop, try upstairs. Upstairs.
Ooh, a lady.
Hell, Rhoda Fund Island. I've come here to see about trading goods for my shop. It's a long journey, and I needed a place to rest. Oh, but to have some excitement for the evening. I didn't even bring a good romantic book with me to read. And us ladies like a bit of romance in our lives, you know. Prince Randolpher may like to meet you. Oh, do you know him? I must say, I have heard that he's very charming. They say he's quite the looker as well. Handsome features and an athletic body. Well, if you could arrange a meeting, I'm sure I'd be very appreciative. To both of you. So if you're not busy, why don't we go and meet him?
Okay.
You take a note in your journal under section Strange Grove, a companion for the prince. Background. I am Lady Dagmar.
She's also a noble lady.
Admire success. I shall honor our friendship too. I've met a woman by the name of Lady Dagmar in the tavern, who seems interested in meeting the prince. She looks like she might be what he'd like as well. I should take her to Foreign Jewel Cave beneath the lighthouse.
Okay. And which one? MGE-XE. Let me check one thing. I like to show you the stats about the memory and things like that. Okay. Right. So basically this is the MWSE log, and I have a little program which is printing some data about memory and so on. Every time I have a cell change, so as you can see here in this memory test line, I have, after nearly 40 cell changes while playing, we are playing from about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and memory consumption is still below half of the available memory, while I was nearly or already at full memory consumption before using this version of MGE-XE. So that's really a big improvement. So you can use more mods and you can play for much longer time. And believe me, 90% of problems that was with playing Morrowind are due to low memory. There are some exceptions like broken meshes and things like that, but most of the problems are coming directly from the low memory condition, because it starts breaking things well before crashing the game. So this is something really good. So we can disable this and go back to the game. Down. Ooh,
That's how I like
it. But I want to show you also this.
A companion for the
A super big advantage that is creating a new light effect. It is using the fancy effect in a way that
Hey, care to talk? You're a welcome friend.
can easily lead to crashes and hard to clean saved games about that mod. So I love the mod, but really I had baked in this kind of working.
So, this is Lady Dagmar, eh? You are good. It's revealing cuirass, other good feminine qualities. I think it's going to be a sterling night in, old sport. Well, well done. Take this as payment for your service. And if you do come back, knock before you enter.
Okay,
800 gold has been added to your inventory.
Go.
You take a note in your journal under section Strange Grove, a companion for the prince, Knight of Tal Uvirith. That's privileged information. I'm sorry.
I think I will try and remove this kind of. I know what the mod is and why the mod is trying to add these things, but the final result is not really coherent or believable. It's better not have the option at all then. But that's for another mod. Okay, she's okay with it. Let's say for helping. Is work. I don't have the ring here. Okay, but it is easy to see it. So I'm using a time scale of 2. That means 1 hour in game is half an hour in real time. So basically, and as you can see, we have spent a lot of times already in a day in this island, and we have very flexible about the time scale, while the next generation games don't buy a lot of the game, because if I recall correctly, Oblivion was breaking a lot of things while going on this. I think Skyrim more or less is the story you can easily play at fun to try backward. Probably also some mod use time scale, especially the animation. There are mods that allow you to let me show you this one. So I have this mod that I done recently, changing that for basically when you have I don't remember the name, it was for the latest Modern, I think. Or I don't remember. I never remember the difference between Modern and Madness, but there are two mod making competition that happens in a year, and for that I made a couple mods recently, and one of them is dealing with this animation time scale. If I remember the name of the mod, that is somewhere here. Oh, slow-mo, here it is. So basically what this mod does is when some animation about kill or knock, you start this slow in time animation time, so you have slow motion effect. It's mostly a scenic thing, and a slow advantage about the player because you have more time to make your moves, but mostly it is some cosmetic things and for having fun. So when you fight and you do the killing blow, you can have this slow motion effect. But you can use the mod also to test, to slow, to control how to slow this animation effect anytime. And this is not only interesting but also very useful, especially if you have to test some animation effect at a reduced speed. And for instance, I have been able to use this to have a better vision of how the footprints mod was placing these things, and we can just do that. For instance, I can disable the normal animation events here and enable this control alt and mouse wheel to enable the slow effects, like place where we alt we test things very slowly, and it will remain like this until I tune this thing so I can better look at the, for instance, the other you're jumping better like this, more precise menus in the for mod makers also, not only for having fun with the usual mod setup, which is for mostly for players. Oh, and also I'm trying to update my mods, having the new controls available to the updates to the MGE-XE MCM configurations, and there is this new reset button which is super useful because you can just click the button and have all your setup reset to the original mod values.
Prince Randolpher was very pleased with Lady Dagmar, and paid me 800 gold pieces for my efforts.
Oh, and I think I will just try more how robust is the new memory pool available for playing. I will try to go back to Vanderfell and teleport here and there, change more cells and see if we have problems. The quest was something I can't remember. Grove. Yeah, Strange Grove. There should be a quest requiring to go back to Vanderfell. We must track down a thief by the name of Raldagur. He can apparently be found between the north side of Ebonheart and Vivek. Oh, not easy. Okay, let's try it. So, Ebonheart. Could go there from the start. Oh, he's Dane. Our first big cell change, we are nearby Vivek, which is one of the most Oh. Also, yeah, somewhat land distance view. Oh, but my friends are perfectly able to defend themselves.
This is going to be fun. Run while you can. One of us will die here.
But
and
anyway,
it won't be
we
me.
must look for...
I'll see you dead.
Prince Randolpher was very pleased with Lady Dagmar,
someone...
and paid me 800 gold pieces for my efforts.
Found between the north side of Ibonat and Vivek. Okay, so north side of Ibonat and Vivek. So, okay, this way is the right way.
This is going to be fun.
Your bidding, knight?
Hail
I
to
don't
the Knight
think
of the
we
Imperial
will
Dragon.
have some dialogue with this.
Your bidding, knight?
So, north. We still have to go this way.
Care to see the sights? Where can I take you?
You don't deserve to live.
What's that?
One of us will die here, and it
Oh,
won't be me.
Those are nasty because they have paralyzed. Okay, I believe we have to go this way.
Ebon Heart. Pelagiat. Vivek.
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
What, Fighters Guild? I was in the Imperial Legion, but the Fighters Guild is much better suited to my nature. No discipline and daily drills, no orders. In the guild, you can choose the contracts you want to accept and ignore the rest. So you chose to patrol the docks here in Ebon Heart. Sometimes you need to accept whatever work is offered. At least it is not as pathetic as clearing out some old woman's basement of rats. That sounds like my first assignment in Balmora. Ha, ha. Are you just joking with me, or did that really happen? It doesn't matter. We all have to start somewhere. There's not a grizzled mercenary on this dock that doesn't have a similar story to tell.
Interesting dialogue. I don't remember.
Way of the bow. That is
what
what some people
was this
call
video?
archery, especially when they devote their lives to it. To them it is the search for truth or some such. You can be a master archer without all that mystical stuff in my opinion. but I will say that the greatest archer I have ever seen is my son Akin. He believes in and follows the way of the bow, Lord's mail. I remember that the mail was displayed in a locked room behind 2 guards in the Imperial Commission. To have it disappear without a trace, that's humiliating. Someone in particular. Cerolus Sacus has the reputation of being the...
Okay, so he's not one of us. And I think she's...
I shouldn't talk to strange ladies. Toys and candies. Do you like candies? I just love them. You can buy them in some of the city shops.
We gave her a lollipop. And she should have it. Yeah. So we are in a place with taxing frame rate probably. Let's see if we can see big differences. Removing the high. So we are about 26 with the shadows. High quality shadows from the original game, and this is a problem because these shadows are really super we can gain about 4 or 5 frames a second, and that's not really good news because I remember it was possible to just use the low quality standard vanilla shadows, and those were perfectly usable. They did not have a great impact on frame rate. Why? Since sometimes I'm just able to use the high quality one, something changed about this, and they are nice, but they are super heavy on frame rate. So not sure it is something to have always enabled, but that's it. And the reason why is, let me show you. We have some especially weapon meshes which are including a shadow, and it looks a little weird when you have the weapon shadow and no player shadow. Like this. Let's see. This one has a shadow. No, maybe. I'm super over encumbered, so I'm moving very slow. Maybe it's not the right weapon. No, this one. I was sure it was having some shadow. I Let's try another one. Oh, this one. That's right.
Proacte!
No shadow. I remember wrong, probably. Maybe it was another weapon, but I'm sure that you have one of those weapons doesn't look so good. And so that's the reason why I like to have one old-style shadow. But it's true that the high-quality ones are very frame rate heavy. So maybe better to disable them in low frame rate areas like this one. But I so like them. Oh, I'm invisible. That's a new one. What did I do? Okay. Could be some starting effect about oh, I'm invisible in third person view. Could be also some strange effect due to low memory condition, maybe. Let me check it. No, we are still low. Maybe we found some strange secondary effect of this. Ooh, these. Oh, but this one are super nasty. So it's not only happening with the player, but also with this other rat. I will try disable the shadows, see what happens. Oh, so it's some kind of problem with the shadows. Okay, let's keep them disabled. I'm sorry. This is curious about the shadow.
Welcome. Care to talk?
Oh, we found him, maybe?
What? Road of Fund Island? Yes, I know what you're here for, but you're not getting the axes off me. So, you have a choice, Breton. You can walk away and live, or you can die where you stand. What's it going to be?
What it's going to be, of course. Draw your weapon.
Draw your weapon.
You don't deserve to live.
Then bring it on. Go on, I'm begging you. You're going to wish you'd never met me. Hey, 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 hey.
Let's see. Now we will use our spatial code. Have fun. That was really no story. But then we could have a fun because this is a fake water mesh and we have to reach. Ooh. Mystic Crystal Battle Axe. Very nice. Okay, I need the help. Conference.
Nice day, don't you think?
Yeah, but help carry something. Yeah. These are heavy. Yeah, let's see if we can get some more further. And so we found the axis. But I think it's a little... Let me show you. Yeah, pretty nice. Let me check. I want to find some gondolier or some other scenic transport because I'm fixing a problem with the Bumpity Bump mod, which was sort of conflicting while having a lot of companions crammed on the gondola, so it should be fixed now, but oh. We have our first game freeze. I'm about 60%, so it's not a memory problem, something hurts, but I think that we have a freeze in any case, so maybe some animation problems about the ladies over there. They are from Ashtar, Vivek Mall, which is just wonderful. But again, I don't think it's a problem with the memory because I have still about 40% free. But in any case, it's been a long stream and I think I will just stop right here, but I think it's been interesting to experiment with this new MGE-XE experimental version, which is solving one of the